Are your garden plants riddled with mysterious ragged holes? The culprits might be earwigs, nocturnal insects that can wreak havoc on your greens. But what if I told you there's a simple, eco-friendly solution using common household items? One way to control earwigs in the garden is to use a baited trap. The simple trap I will show you today is buried in the soil with a small cover over it to prevent the trap filling with water when it rains. It uses soy sauce as the attractant to draw the earwigs in and water with a layer of vegetable oil on top. So when the earwigs fall in, they can't swim and crawl out, and they drown in the container. To make this simple DIY earwig bait trap, the first thing you need to do is fill a small container about a third full with water. Use a small yogurt container, small jar, tuna tin, large pill bottle, or anything that is fairly deep. Next, add 2 tablespoons. That's about 30 milliliters of soy sauce. Finally, pour in vegetable oil to form a layer on the surface of the water. Use just enough oil to cover the surface in a thin layer. The next step is to set up the trap. Bury the container in the soil, leaving the top sticking up a slight amount above the soil to stop the surrounding soil from falling into the trap, which will render it ineffective. Cover the trap with a large plastic lid or plant pot saucer to protect it from rain so it doesn't get flooded and washed out. Use a cover larger than the container so it extends a reasonable way around the edge of the small container to act as a kind of shelter. Prop up the cover with 4 stones placed around the jar. The stones should be large enough to elevate the cover above the soil surface, leaving a small gap all the way around between the container and the cover for the earwigs to crawl under. Leave the bait trap in place for a few days and it will fill with earwigs. Dump the resultant mess into the compost and then refill the container for the next round. Earwigs are nocturnal. They come out at night to feed. These traps can be placed in the garden near piles of wood, rocks, or other garden debris where earwigs hide during the day, or in garden beds where new vegetable seedlings are planted to protect them from earwigs. By following these steps, you can manage earwig populations in your garden naturally and protect your plants from further damage. With this simple trap, you're taking a proactive step towards a thriving, earwig-free garden. If this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's battling earwig troubles. Together, we can outsmart these clever critters. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next video on effective natural solutions for earwigs.